Hey everybody, it's now time for my daytime real life gray and blue sweatsuit with zipper superhero intro for various reviews, rants, and other topics. This is a special daytime version with the same costumes and the same intro songs, only this time reverse. In this version, the new Netflix song I debuted in the previous Netflix Something You Can Never Own song I debuted in the previous video that will play as the intro, and my walkout song will once again be Jeff Hardy's Modest to the Top in this version. The second version will be the same thing, with Kurt Angle's theme being my walkout song, and my taunts and mannerisms will be the same. They will be similar to Teddy Hart, Monty Brown, Bobby Lashley, Hulk Hogan, the Sonic character Knuckles, and finishing it off with Ryu's Hadouken. So once again, you're wondering where I got the song Netflix. You can find it easily here on YouTube, but if you want to know, just message me, and I'll give you the link to the song, or tell you how to find the song. But the song is Netflix, Neeflex. That's the name of the band. That's the name of the band or singer that performs it, and the song is called Something You Can Never Own. I got the song from a YouTube user named Andy Mellon, who does a lot of anime and abridged series reactions. So, with that being said, let me get started right now.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you gon' do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. Have no regrets, yeah, outside of my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. Fighting robot, Mega Man.
Hey everybody, it's now time for my part 2 real life superhero narration review of the Mega Man cartoons, which is pretty much the same as the previous one, only this one has a little bit more content, and it has the musical intros. You saw the first one. I played a brief part of the second intro for the third Mega Man cartoon, but I decided to wait till we get to that portion of the video, since this is a full-length Mega Man cartoon review, all 3 cartoons, to set up my review of the most recent, to set up my thoughts on the most recent Mega Man cartoon. Yeah, like I said, love the 1994 version. First heard about it in the early 2000s. Got to see it for the first time in 2007-8 when YouTube became a thing, and watched a little bit more in 2012 and 13. Never got around to finish watching the series, and never got around to watching it all the way through. I just watched a couple of episodes from season 1 and the iconic Mega Man X adaptation episode. Like I said, this show right here was phenomenal, was flawless, and in my opinion, like I said, while I think Double Dragon, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Defenders of the Realm, the Sonic the Hedgehog, and Darkstalkers cartoons are more exciting, when it comes to American Canadian video game based cartoons, this one, Mega Man, is the supreme best. It has the best and biggest storyline. It has the perfect balance of action and comedy. It's not hilariously bad and cheesy, kind of like the other ones. The other ones were. It has some of the best animation ever, especially in the opening, where most of the budget went to, and it has a super large story arc that gets larger and larger. And for the most part, apart from a couple of changes, this is the closest of its various video game adaptation. This is the closest to its source material, only changing a couple of things, such as Mega Man's design, making him more muscular, to make him more superhero, and Proto Man changing first his alignment in the game. He's sort of like an anti-hero in the game, and here he's a villain with he's an anti-villain with Dr. Willie, Dr. Willie, and while in the games he has a teenage appearance, here he has a grown man appearance. He's like a prototype of Beautiful Joe and Captain Falcon in this series. Yeah, the plot features Mega Man who is Rock, and his female sister, both designed by the Dr. Light. His female sister Roll, and Plush. I keep forgetting what his name. There's Rush. I think that's his name. Rush. There's Scooby-Doo Astro style robot dog. It features the misadventures of them as they save the world from Dr. Willie, Proto Man, and Willie's army of robots, just like the video games and just like the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. The gigantic plot goes down in episode 1, and the rest of the series builds on from there. builds on from there. Season 2, like I said, adapted the Mega Man X episode, which was phenomenal, except it missed some of the other characters like Zero from the X series. Yeah, and speaking of adapting stuff, the only flaw to this awesome cartoon was just like Street Fighter, just like Mortal Kombat, and just like Double Dragon, they all ended their cartoons way too soon. They were still making games. There was still more stories and material to adapt to adapt. I heard this one was canceled because of budget constraints, something like that. So they came up with one final episode, 27, to wrap everything up. But there was still more to tell, including I would have loved to have seen more of the Mega Man X stuff, and wanted to see for the first time the Mega Man Legends stuff. The Mega Man Legends stuff. This Mega Man right here, besides X, is one of the coolest Mega Mans of all time. So, yeah, that was Mega Man, an underrated cartoon that was canceled way too soon, and still to this day one of the best. One of the best, and probably the best American Canadian video game based cartoon adaptation. So, yeah, that was Mega Man. That was the what you call it. Now we get to, my opinion, the worst Mega Man of all time. This cartoon, I have renewed interest in this cartoon as an adult. Especially after seeing footage of the Japanese version. It looks better, way better than I gave it credit for. However, this cartoon would have been awesome if it was his own random superhero anime cartoon unrelated to the Mega Man franchise. Firstly, the first problem I have, it has nothing to do with any of the previous Mega Mans. Then it was completely different from what Mega Man was. Like I said in the previous review, this was Mega Man Battle Network, NT Warrior. Mega Man, no matter what adaptation, Legends, X, or the original, in the cartoon, they all stuck to the core of what Mega Man was. This was a crappy cash-in attempt on the Digimon and Beyblade craze at the time, and that's what I was getting from this cartoon. Annoying, bland, unmemorable characters. Unmemorable characters. Their video games were brutal. Their video games were brutal and not exciting like the other ones are. All their video games are brutal when it comes to the difficulty, but the Game Boy was just wasn't as exciting as the other Mega Man video games. And yeah, that being said, it was a top draw on the Kids WB. When I think Kids WB, this is one of the shows that comes to mind. And it was hugely awesome in the early 2000s. When I do talk about and think about this cartoon, it takes me back to the awesomeness of the early 2000s when television was good at its best. But yeah, this was weak. And see, at the time I was watching this, I really wanted to see the 90s version. Good thing, the later 2007 version, which wasn't given the same opportunity as this cartoon right here, the 2007 version was way better. But before we start the 2007 version, theme song.
Winter on.
Sorry about that. Yeah, Mega Man. So yeah, Mega Man Star Force. Mega Man Star Force is the name of the anime, and that was the American intro. Yeah. American intro. So yeah, this cartoon right here, I saw it briefly in 2007. Toonami aired this one time, season one, as a gigantic movie special. They took all 13 episodes and splashed them together. They took all 13 episodes and splashed them together, and it was one of the greatest things. It was one of the greatest things ever. My only disappointment was Cartoon Network's handling of the series. Cartoon Network at that time was just riding the Naruto thing, not caring about anything else. Yes, Naruto was awesome, and it deserved to be in its spot. It earned that spot. It was the next best. It was the next best thing at the time. But have other shows too. They should have pushed this hard. Yeah, this alongside Bleach. This alongside Bleach. Blue Dragon, Bakugan, and this cartoon, Mega Man, Star Warrior, should have been the biggest things on Toonami, and should have carried them to the next Toonami generation. This cartoon was vastly superior to the previous 2003, 2002, 2003 version of Mega Man. This one right here, what you call it. This cartoon, like I said in part one, this cartoon is about a boy named Geo who wants to become an astronaut to meet his missing father, who was like a world famous inventor in this futuristic society. And in episode one, he befriends this anthropomorphic monster-like companion. And when he combines, he becomes this universe. When him and the monster fuse, him and the monster, who is misanthropic, as he is only concerned with his mission and doesn't believe humans are worth saving, but later warms up to them over the course of the series. When he bonds with this monster, he becomes this franchise's Mega Man, and saves the world from various threats. This right here is a cross between Mega Man X, Mega Man Legends, with elements of NT Warrior and Battle Network, except this is way better than that franchise, and has elements of the Blue Dragon, Bakugan, and Digimon animes. That's what all of those things. That's what all these are hybrid of. And this one has a cool, edgy sci-fi intergalactic space comic book feel, and is the darkest of any entry into Mega Man. Was this cartoon right here? Everything about this cartoon was phenomenal. The dub is voiced by Viz Media. The dub, the action, the animation, the storyline, the characters here are much more exciting than those in Battle Network and NT Warrior. I'm rewatching this show. I haven't watched this show at all since 2007, and I've rewatched about five episodes of this series, and already I like what I've seen. So this was Mega Man, Star Warrior. The next show is Mega Man Fully Charged. Like I said, I've seen bits and pieces of this. This aired from 2018 to like March of 2019 for like pretty much like a year. This was a good cartoon. It was a good solid replacement for the recently canceled Sonic Boom. Wasn't as good as Sonic Boom, but was a good replacement. It should have lasted longer than it did. Everything about this cartoon was good. This cartoon was a cross between the 1994 Mega Man cartoon and the Sonic Boom cartoon. It was a comedy driven 11-minute plus episodic action adventure based cartoon. And that style is cool. Especially if edgy action will be a part of it. I do tolerate that, but in my opinion, at that time, especially at that time, you should have developed something much more darker and longer story arc. It's an issue I had with Cartoon Network. Everything at that time was comedy. Everything was funny, no variety. Even the action stuff was comedy. Was goofy, was was goofy. No long no long episodic story arc based on shows. Short, 11-minute classic short, 11-minute plus, 11-minute plus contained plots and episodes similar to the Hanna-Barbera and Ruby Spears cartoons of the 60s, 70s, and parts of the 80s. So, yeah, and maybe watch this again, but I only want to talk about it so I can talk about the other three. Yeah, so, yeah, this was Mega Man Star. This was Mega Man Star. This was Mega Man. So this is my review of the Mega Man cartoons. To see the part 3 and 4 individual narration, part 3, 4. The part 3, 4, and 5. Oh yeah, the part 3. Oh yeah, the part 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8 of the other Mega Man. Oh yeah, of the other Mega Man. Of the other Mega Man cartoon adaptations. Click the link in the description box below. And sometime in the future, the 9, 10, 11, 12 webcam, 12 and 13, and I guess 14 webcam versions will be uploaded. But yeah, this is my review of the Mega Man cartoons. You want to hear the rest of the music? Turn the video off right now.
Feel this pain. Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. Have no regrets outside of my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to being dead. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happened. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know.